I've entitled this Forgiveness. So, what does forgiveness mean? Well, according to the Oxford Dictionary, it's the act of forgiving or pardoning, the act of granting pardon as for a wrong, an offense, a sin, remission of an obligation, a debt, a penalty, or a pardon. Then we go through the Lord's Prayer and it says, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come on earth as it will be, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses and forgive those who trespass against us. Now, in some versions it says, forgive us our debts. So it's quite interesting that in Bible questions, when you look up forgiveness, it says, forgiveness is the act of pardoning an offender. Forgiveness, literally means to let it go. And when a person does not demand the payment of a debt, then that is forgiveness. So we think about debts of the world. You might have a mortgage, a car loan, a credit card, a personal loan, or any sort of debts like that. Imagine if someone like Elon Musk or someone came along and said, I'm wiping off your car loan or your mortgage. You'd feel quite a release from doing that, having it all gone, wiped, clear, forgiven. Okay, so that's just financial stuff. It's just money. I know we need money, but it's just money. But what about those things that we've done in our lives that we may be not so proud of, that we kind of want forgiveness for? Things that we may have done, that you may ask your parents or your children or your boss or someone, please forgive me for that thing I did wrong. Now, what Christ did on the cross was he forgave us. He let it go. He wiped it completely clear of all those things that we have done in our lives. And that may be the smallest thing, or it may be a lot bigger. Some people may feel they need more forgiveness than others, but sin is sin is sin. There's not grade A and grade B and grade C sin. Sin is sin is sin. And if we want forgiveness, we've got forgiveness. And it comes from Christ dying on the cross for us and letting it go and wiping it clean. And I always end when we do these with Luke 22:19 and 20. I'm a bit of a traditionalist. And he took the bread and he gave thanks and he broke it. And he said, this is my body given to you. Do this in remembrance of me. Likewise, he also took the cup after supper, saying, this is the new covenant in my blood, which is shed for you. That is all our sins forgiven.